We stopped at the corner store on the way to Six Flags. I got my little shoes on, thinking I'm looking good. Now, the corner store was a quick shop. You know, they sold a little bit of everything. On display in the corner store was my exact Jordans for $25.
No. Dang. It gets serious to fun as the week gets done. Hey, serious to fun as the week gets done. Hey, serious to fun as the week gets done. Serious to fun as the week gets done. As the week gets done. Okay, that was a good transition. I'm gonna give you that. All right, welcome back again. We got another Friday in our hands. You made it. You made it. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Absolutely. You are here on another Free-for-All on the weekday series. It's your boy HUMBL, and I'm here with
AJB Blitzing, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But let's get right into it because we had some things that, you know.
Yeah, we were in the juicy.
Yeah, we were in the juicy.
Yeah, we dove straight to the juicy oozy.
We can make this like a therapeutic right here. You know what I mean? So,
it's one of those things, Blitz, where unless you talk about it, you don't understand what transpired, and you don't understand how much it is actually eating you up inside until you actually just vocalize it. It's just one of those things, man.
Absolutely. Give us some insight for the weekday woes.
Listen, okay, it was definitely a weekday woe. It was definitely a weekday woe for me because I genuinely tried to, take things one day at a time, yes.
Absolutely.
But when I try to be professional, Blitz, okay, when I bring the honcho out of me, if you will, okay,
the humbleness.
I expect professionalism back. You understand? I expect professionalism back in the same breath. If I'm being professional, I hope you're professional, okay?
Absolutely.
If I'm being a little, little happy-go-lucky, if I'm being a little, loosey-goosey, if I'm being a little, fun and, and everything, then it's okay if that's being reciprocated back to me. But Blitz.
What's up?
What I don't like.
We don't like this.
You feel me? And Chief Keef, you know where I was going, right? What we don't like, all right, is when energy that's unasked for, behavior that's unasked for, okay, is a response to professional behavior, all right? We don't like that.
No.
All right? Simply because I came in on a mission, clear mission, okay? And when I make it clear that I'm trying to be professional, I'm trying to do what I have to do, 100%. I expect that same thing back. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm out here just like a big piece of chocolate bar out here, okay? All right, your boy be looking delicious, all right? Your boy be looking delicious.
Okay, so whoa.
And sometimes it just gets in the way of trying to conduct business. I be trying to be professional. Your boy Honcho is a honcho. And I really, in my most genuine, sincere type of way, right, try to be professional. So all I ask for that is professionalism back, not Google love goggles on the first, hello, how you doing? What?
I would have shook your hand, but
what are we doing?
That was not the one to do it for. I don't want you to say, what are we doing?
Stop it. Listen.
Then it would have took a very absurd side turn.
It's just one of those things where you just got to ask yourself, was it worth it?
You know what? That's crazy that you went through that. Okay, and just as a side note, or if you ever get called a big chocolate bar, you know you called yourself that first. You called yourself that first. But I mean, I completely understand what you're saying. That is very disappointing that somebody went to that extent with you when you're just trying to solely be professional. And were they trying to get like recreational?
Extra activities?
Extracurricular?
I didn't sign up for that.
You didn't sign up for it. And you know what? That's good on you because there's not a lot of people that can set boundaries like that.
Oh, man, you got to stand for something. Listen here.
Yeah.
You have to stand for something because if you don't stand for something,
you fall for everything.
Thank you, right?
He taught me that.
And I'm trying to tell you this, okay? Because you will come, across some opportunities that may be too good to be true. All right? Trust that voice.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Trust that voice in your head. Trust that instinct, that gut feeling. I always believed, Blitz, that first initial feeling that you get out of a situation, that's your instinct right there. That's your gut. You feel me?
Your gut.
Right? Like if it's natural, it came off rip like that, I feel like you got to listen to that. You got a gut. I think times we do it to ourselves, right? We talk ourselves or second guess ourselves out of that instinct, outside of that gut, because sometimes things are not worth it.
They're not.
All right?
They're not.
Hey guys, I've said worth about 3 times already, so you should know that is the topic
about your worth
of the day. All right, your worth.
Your worth is the the topic of the day. And this is one of the most important topics that I've ever realized that I needed in my life. You know what I mean? It's so powerful to know your worth, right? And look, this is the Friday free-for-all. We're really fun, and this is gonna be a hard one to be fun on. But let me tell you, we're gonna make it fun because
we're gonna make it fun.
We know how to make it fun.
We
but
got to.
Knowing your worth is so important, man. 2023.
It's actually critical.
I did not know my worth. And it was a rough,
What makes you say that? What makes you say you didn't know your worth in that time? Because I think, because you're probably gonna attest to this, it takes certain events, right? Even certain people. Yeah. Right, to come across your way for you to actually realize your worth is. So what happened then?
Yeah, you know what? And kind of, instead of doing a weekday woe, because aside from that, I mean, I will say, if we want to go on to this week, Hurricane Milton was there.
Man, listen.
And just want to say, my parents did not evacuate. They were in the direct path of the hurricane.
And they decided to hold it down.
I'm like, please don't, just leave. You got offered to go to Miami, like. They turned it down.
Man, we're hoping and praying everybody else is safe.
Yeah,
it's down there that's experiencing this crazy natural disasters. We're just hoping everyone's staying safe, honestly.
But my parents got power back and everything. No damage.
We love that. Yeah. We love that. And we hoping for more great news to come out of those for sure.
Yeah, more of that also. But getting back to that topic, right? 2023 was a very difficult year for me. It was a transitionary period, right, where I was going from something I had been doing for the past 3 years into something completely new.
So it was the used to going into uncharted territory.
It was my first time shutting down, deciding that I couldn't take it with the studio anymore, and I shut it down. And me and my business partner decided to ultimately just separate ways with it. And it was a very difficult time. It was a very difficult time that I, to this day, say, and I've been through a lot of things. 2023 mentally, I think, challenged me the most. Mentally. Not like physically, because there wasn't that, you know, there's a difference between something shockingly happening and something just kind of slowly building up. And just you having to realize every day that this is where you're at.
Right.
You know? So aside from those shocking experiences that I've had in my life, 2023 as a whole was just 1 year of like having to rebuild from the ground up that I never thought would happen. And it started with shutting down the studio and trying out a new venture that I was doing horrible at, which was real estate. And
hold on, Blitz, give yourself a little props now, okay? All right, give yourself a little props now. You say you did horrible, but anyone starting a new venture is not going to be the best at it off rip, okay?
I get that, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, bro, when you do something for 6 months and don't make a dime, bro, like we're talking like I did this for 6 months without making a single penny, not even having anything get to the second stage. That's how difficult it was, because I didn't have the connections I knew I needed to have at that time. And
I see.
That comes down to knowing your worth, right? My worth, at times, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, I felt worthless.
Yes, my God, worthless.
But you know, I think a lot of it comes down to keeping your head up.
I think so too.
A lot of it comes down to making sure you understand that just because you're somewhere now does not mean you will be there later in life. And just because you were somewhere before doesn't mean you're still that person from your past.
I'm glad you said that, because one, that's big picture thinking, okay? Yeah. So you already tested that mindset has a lot to play, right?
Absolutely.
But your second point, which is even more critical, I hope you guys heard that, right? Where you were isn't who you are now. So you also have to give yourself a little props too. You have to give yourself acknowledgement that you made it past where you were, okay? Yeah. Because we all need that type of just, hey, you did a good job, right?
Absolutely.
But you have to tell yourself that too. You have to acknowledge that, because if you don't see the good that you did, right, you'll miss all the appreciation, the blessings in which you came across on your way to right now.
Absolutely. In 2023, midway into my real estate journey, I actually found out what I was really good at, which was marketing. And I did do marketing in my like when I was like 18 through 20, but I never thought I'd get back into it.
Right, in this fashion.
Right. And you know, me getting back into that, just, it healed me for 2024, but it was a sacrifice that it took all of 2023 to get back on my feet and remember who I was as a person.
So going through that, right?
Yeah.
As you look through the experience you went through and now, would you say it was worth it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, God willing, man, everything that I went through in 2023 just built me to be this beast I am today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Which is that stress tolerance high, strategy on 1,000%, like patience. I never had that. Now I'm very patient. I'm the typical example of somebody that knows how to just use time to their advantage. And I was never like that. I was always somebody that wanted rush now.
Blitz, you said a key word. I hope the chat was listening, okay?
The chat was listening.
Time to take advantage, okay? Listen, I think that's how we gauge worth, okay? What advantage did it bring to you, right?
Absolutely.
When you go through something, you have to see the obvious benefits, right, that it brings to you, but those things can't be gauged on the spot.
Absolutely.
Those things can't be necessarily gauged in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So when we're gauging worth, I think it's a long awaited process to see if something was worth it or not, because we don't know the outcome. We don't know necessarily what comes out of that until we go through it.
Absolutely.
Right? So when I tell people to gauge whether or not something was worth it, see the outcome and what transpired after it happened, and that's how you're really gonna gauge if something was worth it. For example, right, whenever I go to an event, right, my time is crucial to me now because I didn't understand how much it was worth back then. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of this, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the club scene is getting boring, okay? I'm sorry, if this is breaking news to you, then
Breaking news. Ding, 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 red alert.
Listen, the club scene is getting boring, and I will give you point-on-point reasons and why such is the truth, okay? All right? Listen to me here. It's one thing to go into a setting with a lot of people. Cool. But what's the point of going into a setting with a lot of people if I'm not going to meet anyone new?
Absolutely.
What's the point of being in a setting where music is being played, right? But if it's the same music that's being played, right?
Yeah.
Right? And tell me, Blitz, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Music should equal dancing, shouldn't it? Just like, shouldn't it go a little hand in hand? Shouldn't it go hand in hand? I say that because people don't dance anymore. People don't dance.
Hey,
people don't dance anymore.
This. That's what we do.
People don't dance anymore. I'm equating all this to it's not worth it. The club scene is getting so boring to the point where, my guy, you're paying for sections 2 yards away from what I'm doing.
Real estate. Hey,
Listen.
my favorite meme is when they say, hey, motherfuckers go to the club and buy a section and act like they bought real estate. They bought land.
I'm just saying, things like that don't make my time worth it. I don't meet new people. I genuinely don't see other people dancing and having a good time. I see people spending money and sitting across a wall. That's what I see.
Yeah.
And I'm not hating on the club scene. I'm just saying it could be better. And I'm just saying it's not worth my time.
Yeah.
You understand me? What I saw myself coming out of there was not worth it.
Yeah.
You understand? Like when I went in and came out,
Yeah.
was not worth it,
Yeah.
right? So I always tell people to gauge if something is worth it before you go into the situation, right? You got to think that big picture, right? You got to think, are you going to come out any more beneficial from it, out of it, than you came in? And that's really what it comes down to.
Absolutely. And you know what? One thing I like to do is count my blessings, okay? So I will say this. Obviously, I don't know if you guys know, but I retired from DJing completely from, I think I said in a previous episode, not going to get that passed because I don't know which time I said that, but I retired. I'm done. Because I said I was gonna be, and I'm a man of my word.
He is.
And so I stopped doing that, right, on a weekly basis. But I will say I'm very grateful because, when you're connected with people that actually like run the club and stuff like that, like things of that nature, it is a vastly different experience, I will say. If for the average person to kind of go to the club, it's a little bit different than sometimes the opportunity that I get. I'm very grateful for that. I got great friends that, take good care of me, very hospitable with me at the club.
Blitz got connections now. Blitz got connected over the years. Over the
years. It's just good people. So I personally don't mind it because I just like being around. I actually don't go to the club like looking for anything. You know what I mean? I just go there as a way to hang out with some of my friends because my friends are the guys that, are the people that do it. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different for me. So I guess I wouldn't have a very fair way to say it. I actually don't bring people to the club. I just show up myself, or I might, bring the hunch man, and he has a good time too.
All I'm saying is that
Yeah.
gauge whether things are worth your time.
For you.
Okay, for you. Yes, for you.
For you.
Your time is definitely worth spending if it has benefit for you. Okay.
Because I will say, there is something nice about every now and then go by in a section and just like with a group of friends. If you bring a group of friends to the club, it's honestly a pretty good time. I'm not gonna send you off. I mean, I have a good time as long as you're at the right club. Because sometimes,
Well, you need the right kind of people then.
you need the right kind of people.
You need the right kind of people because it's not everybody you could be, around. All right. So with that being said, we got our first call in. All right. We got our first call in. Welcome to the weekday series.
Welcome,
all right.
welcome.
Now, you do have the option to give yourself a shout out, or you can remain anonymous.
I will remain anonymous.
Ooh, okay. So we got to give you an alias. The alias for today. Your nickname is going to be Bumblebee.
We had Bumblebee before, I think.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Nah, it's too
something
obvious.
similar.
It's too obvious. Okay. All right.
Let's do this.
Different. I'm sorry. What?
I don't know. I just thought this.
Groovy. Let's go with Groovy.
I like Groovy.
Let's go with Groovy. We're going with Groovy. Welcome to the show, Groovy.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So today's topic is just asking, was it worth it? Okay. It's all about knowing our worth, whether it comes to time, our money, or our energy. All right. So Groovy, can you tell me a time that you spent, whether it was worth it or not? All right. You realized later on, now listen, that just wasn't worth it. Or maybe it was. You tell us.
Okay, so the time is back in 2007 when online shopping was not as popular as it is now.
Okay. So early stages.
I had a trip planned to go to Six Flags and I wanted to be, looking good. So I ordered some Jordans, some 3s online.
Ooh.
But they were a specific color that they did not have in stores. They were red and gray.
Okay.
I ordered the shoes. They were super cheap. They were like $85.
Oh, you got them from the low. You got them from the low.
That was a low back in the day.
That should have been my first clue.
Oh,
Okay. I see where this is going.
unraveling this.
I justified it by saying, okay, I wear a kid size, so it's a discount.
Okay.
I get the shoe. They come. They fit. They look good. I was so excited to go to Six Flags with these shoes. I did not inspect the shoe. We stopped at the corner store on the way to Six Flags. I got my little shoes on, thinking I'm looking good. Now, the corner store was a quick shop. They sold a little bit of everything. On display in the corner store was my exact Jordans for $25.
No.
Dang. They got him right at the...
It looked like he holding a bucket of Chinese food. He wasn't even holding a ball.
Dang, man. Oh, no.
No.
I spent time searching for those Jordans online and my money.
Just to find the same pair.
For $60 less.
Damn.
And I still wore my Sony Jordans to Six Flags.
Oh, my God.
You were still going to enjoy your time.
You had to thug it out.
You had to thug it out.
I did enjoy my time, but they were some of the most comfortable shoes I had.
See, that's what I'm
good,
saying.
though.
See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's not really about the brand, right? The functionality sometimes is what's more worth it.
Yes. And I got a lot of compliments on them.
You got compliments on the shoe too. So the way I see it, you came out on top.
I did come out on top, but I was a little heartbroken to find out that they weren't really Jordans. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
just J's. That's it.
They were just J's, not Jordans. Just
Jay,
J's.
just Jay. Hey, they had to pay for the rest. You know what I mean?
Oh
for
my
the
goodness.
ordinance.
Oh my goodness, Groovy. I didn't see that coming. I thought something else was going, but thank you so much for telling us that. Honestly, before you go,
For having me.
of course, before you go, do you have any advice for the viewers for this weekend as they go into the weekend? Any advice for them? That can be
Yes,
anything.
speaking about value, you need to know your value, and so no one else can put a price on you. If you don't know your worth, anybody can put a price tag on you. Know your worth. And enjoy your
Anybody. That's a good one.
Talk to him.
Talk
Talk to him, Groovy. I like that. I like that. I like that. Thank you so much for joining the Friday Free for All. I hope you have a great weekend. All right. And please stay blessed. Stay blessed.
Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
Thank you. Peace. Peace. Don't let anybody put a price on you.
She said, if you don't know your value, then anybody can put a price tag on you.
Like,
That's
what you
great.
doing?
That's good.
Like, what you doing?
That was good.
That was like, what you doing? How much you worth, bro? Like,
Yeah, man, that was good. That's good. You know, that I love hearing stuff like that. You know what I mean? I love the value. I love all that stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know, people are more valuable than you know.
I would say so. I think people come into our lives for a reason, right? Whether they're a lesson or a blessing, right? Mm-hmm. And I guess the value in which they come in, right, depends on what they bring to the table, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I would say though, we have a tendency to underappreciate people.
I could see that. You know what? You want to know something weird I started noticing in the world? Maybe it's just me. I don't know if it's just me, but there's a lot of people that I feel like we don't like take a step back and look at this, right? A lot of people have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And it's not just you. But sometimes I feel like the more you look from the outside looking in, you start realizing that there's a lot of people doing a lot of things, making a lot of moves. Mm-hmm. And it's weird because I know a lot of people that are doing a lot of really impressive things right now.
Right.
And sometimes it makes me look, I'm like, man, what am I really doing anymore? I'm like, hold on. Stop. That's where focus comes extremely important when knowing your value too.
100%.
Because you have to focus not on where you are right now, but on where you're going to be or where you want to be, because that bigger picture matters.
And I'll even take it a step further. You got to focus on what's worth it now for the future and the later, right? Because you got to know what's worth putting your time into now. That's going to help you later down the line.
Absolutely. Sure. Don't get caught in a stroke, pause, on the bigger picture.
Oh,
right?
my God.
No, I'm serious, but
this guy, he can't help himself.
I said pause. Yeah. But no, I mean, so can I just say something on an honest level, right?
Talk to me.
There's a time that I had something that just was like not a time. Let's backtrack a little bit. I had multiple times that I did some things that just were not worth it.
I feel like all of us can say the same thing. I would say so.
I got some really bad ones. Like, you know those moments where you're up at 5 a.m.? Just start right here. Just start right there. You're up at 5 a.m. and you're driving.
First off.
And hold on. And you see the sun come up.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah, that's bad.
I've had too many of those.
The next day.
Where it was not worth it. Like, I'm driving and all of a sudden I see, uh-oh.
Bro, don't tell me.
Wait. I look at the time, 5:30. The sky's starting to light. I'm like, that's the sun.
That's how you know.
That's the sun. He's coming out.
Oh my goodness.
Like, no. I'm like, you're like realizing in that moment that your whole day tomorrow is just screwed.
You're
gonna wake up at 1.
Already started before you. Yeah.
You already started. Those are the worst type of nights.
Okay.
I personally don't know how people go to bed at 6, 7.
Listen,
I don't know how you do it.
They're warriors.
They're warriors.
They're
They
warriors.
are weekday warriors.
They're warriors.
Weekend
100%.
warriors, probably, most likely.
100%.
I mean, I don't know how you do that on the weekday. I mean,
hey,
actually.
you do. You do know
I
how
was
people
just
do
about to say
that on the weekday.
What's been a time something wasn't worth it for you?
I would say when I had to spend way too much to impress someone. I realized a long time ago, y'all, bro, there's no dollar amount that will truly impress someone.
Oh.
This is facts.
This is facts.
This is facts. And you would know, spending how much in one sitting, in one date? That's besides the point. That's besides the point. I just realized, bro, like, no one's really going to value you. They're only going to value what you gave them and what you truly like provided for them when all you do is try to impress them with, money and what money can give you.
There was a saying my mom always said, shout out Mama Blitz. She said, people will always forget what you do, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. That's one of my favorite sayings. But if you want to put that into money amounts, if you spend a lot on somebody, they'll remember that. They'll remember that. I don't sure you remember that. Like, oh yeah. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta, yo.
Say it.
Hold on.
Say it. You want to say it.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show.
He wants to say it. This man says it at least 3 times a day. Like, he finds ways to say it at least 3 times.
I'm sorry, but that's my mentality. You want to know something? I got something on the worth it side.
Okay, talk to me.
Okay.
Things are worth it. Things are worth it.
So, okay, yeah, I sometimes spend some good money on things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
However, one thing a lot of people tend to forget is that you have this thing called a reputation.
This is true.
Okay, if you're popping or doing anything, just even little things, you have this thing called a reputation.
Yeah, and if you built one, you're doing something.
Yeah, well,
Well,
you can
if you
build
built a good one.
I was just about to say, I literally just about to correct that. I was like,
If you built a good one.
If you built a good one, yes. So you can build a reputation in many ways, okay? I know a lot of people that have a very strong rep of being cheap, like very cheap. And I just see so many people that don't want to work with those people because
They're notorious.
they're notorious for being cheap. I know somebody that, does a lot of good stuff and they constantly rotate labor and stuff like that because they're cheap. And one thing I've done, one thing about me is that I've built kind of this rep about me that, look, I'm willing to spend a little bit of money and I'm willing to, charge a little bit of money or offer some good value. And ever since I built that reputation for myself, things have been coming a lot easier,
That's what I
right?
like
As
to
far as like, okay, because somebody knows, okay, I'm not afraid to drop.
No, you're a
this,
quality
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
No, that I'm not afraid to pay you for your value.
Oh, right.
You know, then hey, we'll hook it up for value for my end, and it's so worth it. Don't be a cheap ass, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, y'all.
Don't be cheap. It's not worth
do that.
it.
It's
That
not
part's
worth
not
it.
worth it. Be fair with your money. Money is temporary, right? Okay, you can't take it with you when you're gone. I'm not saying overspend and like blow your savings or go into a shit ton of debt. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying when you're willing to spend a little bit more to put into the community, you'll get that in return.
I believe that 100%.
Because don't give stop giving your money to Gucci.
Yep. Come on now.
To Gucci.
Come on now.
They don't need any more.
Come on,
And
they
you know
don't need
what?
it.
They're not gonna criticize me either because they probably thinking the same thing. What idiots? They're just send it over, right? Put some money into the community.
100%.
Put some money into people around you that are trying to make it.
Yeah, support small-owned businesses.
Support small owned. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that are unprofessional, that are cheap asses, right? I know. Trust me. We know.
We know.
But I'm just saying there's a lot of people doing quality work out there.
And they
And
deserve
they're doing quality things. Those people are worth it.
Absolutely.
You're investing in people getting. I love seeing people grow. I'd rather go to that person that I know I'm building a relationship with every time I have a business relationship. I always offer to pay in full. I always say, hey, I'd rather build that up. Now, there's some people that lied on my name and said I'm a cheap self, right? But those are called cappers and liars.
Those are called
cappers and liars. And that's
Definitely
different.
right.
But that's just called hate. Everybody gonna get some hate. But it is worth it to invest in the smaller community.
Thank you for saying that, because those are the long-term thinking, right? That makes it worth it to invest now and to actually, support now.
Absolutely.
I think some things are worth it that aren't, necessarily seen now, right? But they will be worth it in the future. And even before you get to see, the benefits come into play, it's worth it just doing the right thing. Yeah, that was very good. That was very good. That was very good. Like, one thing that makes me feel good is when every time I do feed my starving children with my job, right? Like, doing things like that, we have genuine fun, like helping people out, and it's just taking, moments of your time, time out of your day, just to do things like that. Those things are worth it. Helping someone else that doesn't necessarily ask for help, but they need it, that's worth it.
Absolutely. Now,
that was a great question.
we have a great episode going on right now. I think this is a different one. We got a little bit more on the serious side. But, we're not prepared with any games today. However, that's what he thinks. He don't know that I'm the improviser master. So, we do have a game show today. Can you take a guess at what it's going to be today?
Something by Blitz. That's all I know.
Something by Blitz. No,
Something by Blitz.
You're going to like this one. I have a list of items today that We are going to label worth it or not worth it. Okay. Yep.
Deal or no deal is
Deal
crazy.
or no deal.
All
Okay.
right. Talk
Now,
to me.
we're gonna start. I have over 40 items. Okay. So let's start at the front. Okay.
Let me hear it.
All right. So you're gonna label this. I'm gonna give you a context, and you're gonna label it worth it or not worth it. Okay. All right. First things first. Standing in line on a hot summer day for an hour for ice cream.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. Okay. Camping in the rain.
Not worth it.
Not worth. Okay, this is going. Paying extra for guacamole.
Worth it, because some guac isn't always made well.
Okay. Getting front row seats at a concert.
Worth it, because when you in the back and in the middle, you just amongst the crowd. When you up front, you can actually see the performance. Yeah. Worth
Okay.
it.
Wearing socks with sandals.
Hell no. Not worth it. It's not worth stepping outside like that. Don't do that to yourself.
You said don't do that to
Don't
yourself.
do that to yourself. Don't even do that.
Okay. Eating a ghost pepper as a challenge.
Not worth it. I've seen so many challenges go left.
Okay, here's a good one. Spending a whole day at IKEA.
Oh, that's worth it.
That's worth it? What?
That's worth it.
For what?
Bro, they got everything.
You go window shop or you actually gonna buy something?
I'm actually buy some, bro. Like, have you been to like the big IKEAs, bro? Like,
have, bro.
They get you get lost in there.
Okay.
You get lost in there.
All right.
Shout out to IKEA.
Shout out to IKEA, right? Attending a 3-day silent retreat.
Silent.
Silent.
What do you mean?
No talking.
What does that do for me? Not worth it.
Peace of mind.
It's not worth it.
Eating breakfast for dinner.
Worth it. Late night breakfast be smacking.
Getting matching tattoos with a friend.
Not worth it. Tattoos are forever. You don't know if that relationship gonna be forever.
Ooh.
You don't
Is
know.
it forever though? You could get it erased.
You don't know.
Theoretically speaking, you could get a tattoo erased.
And therefore, not worth it.
Okay. Attempting a DUI haircut if you have no money.
Whoa. Wait.
Oh, this is a hard
No,
one.
it's worth, like, if you trust your skills, I trust my skills. Yeah, worth
You
it.
trust your
I
skills?
trust my skills, yeah.
I mean, all you do is a taper, I guess.
And my point exactly.
Okay. Trying a viral TikTok dance.
Not worth it. I don't look good doing TikTok dances.
What's up, bro?
I don't look good doing TikTok dances. I've decided that already.
Okay.
Give me, feel me?
Joining a glizzy eating contest.
No, not worth it. Not worth
For
it.
100,000,
I won't feel
bro.
good. I won't feel good. No. What? How much?
100,000.
Who am I going against?
No, just got a glizzy gobble.
Not worth it.
Okay. Driving 2 hours to save $50 on gas.
No, that is not worth it. If all I'm saving is 50, no.
Okay.
I'll take the 50.
Waiting for the new iPhone every year. I know what you're going to say for this
Not
one.
worth it, bro.
Yep,
What?
I knew it.
Come on now, what?
All right. Taking a selfie with every meal you eat.
Like I'm taking a picture of the meal?
Yeah.
That's worth it. People need to see y'all be. Sometimes
see
the
your
phone got
eats?
to. Yeah. I be eating some good stuff. The phone got to eat too. For sure.
Binge watching an entire TV series in one weekend.
It depends on the series. So yeah, worth it.
Worth it?
Yeah.
Okay. Running a marathon in a costume
Not
for
worth
money.
it.
Okay.
I'm be exhausted already.
It's for money, yeah.
Bro.
You know?
Not worth it.
Going on a juice cleanse.
That's worth it. I heard it's just that's beneficial. It's beneficial to your body. Yeah, it's worth it.
Okay. Attending a 24-hour video game stream. The
What
whole
benefits?
24, brother.
What's the benefits?
I mean,
like,
hey,
you're talking about like
go
a
buy
Kai
it.
Cenat
Like
stream?
Kai Cenat,
Yeah, that's worth it.
All right.
Hey, shout out Kai. Let's hop on the stream. Let's go.
All right. Now, last one. Trying to break a world record. Is that worth it to you? Or
Some of them don't be worth it.
Some
of them don't be worth it, bro. Because I've seen some go so bad as to like they were like 2 steps away from the record, but they did all that critical damage already, and not worth
See
it.
the one with speed?
He was trying to do backflips, yeah?
Yeah.
His body was starting to give out, bro. Like,
Bro, his leg, he was like, I can't jump. You're like, I'm like, bro's vertical's like
that's
an
what
inch.
I'm talking about. not worth
Bro, I had
it.
that Jokic vertical.
All right, Blitz, that was nice. That was good.
You like
Fell
that
into the topic and that was good.
Onto
I
the
like
topic,
that.
yeah.
100%.
It's called improvising.
I like that. All right, fine.
So,
Since you did such a good job on that, you get to tell them the blessings of the weekend, advice for the weekend, how they should go out and how to, you know, leave them on a good note. You know,
Yeah.
leave them on a good note. You did good. That was good. You did good. Go ahead.
you did good.
Go ahead.
You did good. I did good.
Tell us something for the people. You did good.
All right, well, this is a good one. I always love giving these final closeouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So change is one of the only constants in life.
Yeah.
It is one of the only constants in life, change. So you have to really realize that your life is like a long journey and road. And when you realize that, you start to peep that you're constantly in motion, right? You're constantly in motion. So don't get too stuck up on which road you're at right now or where you're at currently on the map. Understand that your destination, which you'll never truly have one, right? Understand that you're gonna see a lot through this journey and a lot can change real quick.
Real quick.
A lot can change real quick. Know your worth. And that's really all I got because I feel like I say the same thing every time.
Well, I like the way you give it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You lead with a different analogy. It may land at the same spot, but you coming in different. I like it. My advice to the people, I would say, look, stack up stories that are worth sharing. All right.
Love that.
What I mean by that is to just actually make the most out of the days we're given, right? But to also, right, create memories worth sharing, okay? If we're not actually getting, you know, the most out of this life, what are we doing here, Blitz?
What the hell are we doing?
What are we doing here,
What are we
Blitz,
doing, bro?
right? Make memories that are worth sharing, that are worth telling. You want to be able to, you know, look into the future and have things to smile about, laugh about, because you've lived through those things, okay? Live now, okay? So that you can be able to not only say you've done it, but to, for your own experience, for your own good, live for your own benefit of enjoying what life truly has to offer, because there's so much that we haven't seen yet. There's so much you haven't seen yet. Go explore, expand. They say exposure leads to expansion. So
I love that.
go expand your horizon, okay? And just create stories that are worth sharing, for sure.
I love that.
Absolutely.
With that, make sure to like
and subscribe.
and comment.
And please make sure you have a great weekend, okay? Come see us again on the next Free-for-All, and we out. Serious to fun as the week gets done. Hey, serious to fun as the week gets done.